time or empty space. 空子 is an opening or empty space. 你有空吗？我请你吃北京烤鸭。If you have time, I'd like to invite you for Peking duck. In English, we usually use the old pronunciation Peking duck. Some people say Beijing duck. Either is okay. 不见不散 is a popular expression, like the English be there or be square. It literally means if we don't meet, don't leave. 不见不散. You simply have to go. We have to meet there.
你们这个星期有空吗？我想请你们全家去全聚德吃烤鸭。
行啊，太好了！我一直想带雪梅和小杰他们去呢，他们俩呀还都没去过呢。
那正好，星期六晚上怎么样？
好的，星期六晚上全聚德见，不见不散啊！好。
真不巧 That's really unfortunate. 巧 means luckily, coincidentally, by accident. 真凑巧 It's really lucky or fortunate. 真不巧 Really unfortunate. Usually this implies that it's an accident. It's not necessarily anyone's fault. 这次把小杰落下了. This time we left 小杰 behind. Remember when 小杰 forgot her camera bag in the taxi? 把包落在出租车里. She left her bag in the taxi. Here we see the same expression being used with a person to indicate that the person has been left behind. 把小杰落下了. We left 小杰 behind.
小杰呢？
他很想来，但是学校有活动，来不了了。
真不巧，这次把小杰落下了。
边吃边说. Let's talk as we eat. Of course, this doesn't necessarily mean to talk with your mouth full. It just means let's enjoy some conversation while we eat. If we wait until all the talking's done, the food will be cold. This structure using the 边 something else can be used with a variety of verbs to show both actions are happening at the same time. 边吃边说. We'll talk more about this pattern in a bit.
这是鸭肝、鸭心、鸭舌。
来，咱们边吃边说。
Another important thing about Peking duck is the way it is cut. The duck is sliced in a very precise way with exactly the same number of slices for each roast duck. This is called 片法, the way it is cut into slices, or 片. The word to cheat or fool somebody is also pronounced 骗, although it's written completely differently. 雪梅 misunderstands 骗法原来不是真的，是骗人的. So when you say 骗法, it means it's not for real after all. It's a trick. She misunderstood that this 片 means 切, to cut. 吓我一跳. You scared me. Literally, you scared me so that I jumped up. 吓我一跳.
北京烤鸭特别讲究片法。
骗法，原来不是真的，是骗人的。
哦，不，你理解错了。我说的片啊，是一片两片的片，就是切的意思。
明白了，刚才吓我一跳。
Now let's take a bit of a break and talk about some of the subjects that came up in today's dialogue. You know, Peking duck has a history of well over 1,000 years, and it's known all over the world. One reason Peking duck is so different from any other kind of roast duck is the duck itself. Ducks headed for Peking duck restaurants are force-fed a rich diet to make them fatter than most ordinary ducks. Then, before cooking, air is pumped under the skin to more or less separate it from the meat. Finally, the duck is glazed with oil, sauce, and molasses, which gives it a bright red color when it's cooked. Before being put into the oven, the duck is half filled with hot water to keep it from drying out. Then it's roasted for about 40 minutes. Even the type of wood used to heat the oven is special. Jujube, peach, or pear tree wood is best, giving off little smoke and emitting a pleasant sweet smell. The duck is usually brought to your table whole, then sliced in front of you. The carcass is then taken away to prepare the duck soup that will finish off the meal. To eat Peking duck, you take a thin pancake, spread some of the thick sauce on it, followed by thin slices of onion and cucumber. Finally, the meat goes on and the whole package is rolled up to make it easier to hold in your hand. Like hot pot, eating Peking duck is very much a hands-on experience. Now let's take a closer look at a specific language point that came up in today's dialogue. 光顾着. That means to only pay attention to one thing. This is a colloquial expression. 光顾着. For example, 他光顾着看电视